the island by night. We reached the island of the broken pillar as the sun bled out behind it, casting the jagged stone spire into a stark, black silhouette against a fire-orange sky. The sense of déjà vu was chilling, the same unnatural quiet, the same clinging mist at the waterline. We anchored in the same black sand bay. No one wanted to go ashore, but we had to. The star would set in a few hours, and we needed to be at the ruins to see its bearing. I took a larger party this time. Bones, Swift Mary, Finnegan, Grimes, and 6 armed men. We also brought Vance, in chains. I didn't trust him alone on the ship, not with the crew's mood what it was. He came quietly, his eyes constantly moving, calculating. The jungle was even more oppressive at night. We moved in a tight knot, lanterns casting swaying pools of light that seemed only to make the darkness beyond deeper. Every rustle of leaves sounded like a footstep. The men were jumpy, fingers on triggers. We reached the clearing of the ruins faster than I remembered, the monolithic stones looking like sleeping giants in the flickering light. Finnegan went straight to the toppled central pillar, placing his hand on it. Here, this is the sighting stone. When the drowned star's light touches this line, he traced a faint, carved groove on the stone. It points the true way. We had time to wait. I posted lookouts at the edge of the clearing. The men huddled, nervous. Vance sat on a fallen block, his chains clinking. "This is where you stole the key," he said to Finnegan, not to me. "You woke it up, and now we're back, begging for directions." Funny, no one answered him. The jungle was too quiet. It was Thomas, whom I'd brought against my better judgment for his sharp eyes, who first noticed the lights. Captain, in the trees. Small, will-o'-the-wisp lights, bluish and cool, drifted between the trunks at the edge of our vision. They didn't illuminate anything. They were just pinpricks of cold fire. As we watched, more appeared, until the tree line was dotted with them, a silent, watching audience. "Spirit lights," Finnegan murmured. "The island's memories. They mean no harm. They are just watching. Try telling that to a pirate with a musket." The air grew colder. Then the whispering started, not from one direction, but from everywhere. A soft susurrus of countless voices, speaking in no language I'd ever heard. It was the sound of the sea on a distant shore, of wind through dead leaves, of secrets. One of the men, a younger sailor named Cobb, cracked. "I can't take it," he screamed, raising his musket toward the lights. "Cobb and O," I yelled. He fired. The boom was obscenely loud. The ball shattered a branch, and the lights winked out instantly. The whispering stopped. The silence that followed was absolute and furious. The ground trembled, not a shudder, but a deep, angry vibration. From the jungle, a new sound emerged, a rhythmic, heavy crunch, like something massive walking, breaking trees underfoot. Coming closer. "Form a line." Bones bellowed, his cutlass out. The men scrambled, forming a ragged semicircle facing the sound. Muskets and pistols leveled. The thing that emerged from the tree line was not a monster of flesh. It was a monster of stone and earth, vaguely man-shaped, but twice the height of a man. Its body was a conglomerate of moss-covered rock, tangled roots, and wet soil. Vines hung from its limbs like sinew. Where its head should have been was a smooth, featureless stone. It radiated a profound, ancient anger. It took one heavy step into the clearing, then another, heading straight for us. "Fire!" I roared. A volley of shots rang out. Sparks flew where the balls struck stone, but the creature didn't even flinch. It kept coming. "It's the Guardian," Finnegan cried. "The island's wrath." The shot offended it. Vance, from his seat, let out a wild laugh. "An offering. It wants its offering." The stone giant was 20 paces away. We were out of time. I did the only thing I could think of. I grabbed the emerald from Finnegan and ran forward, not at the creature, but toward the central pillar. I raised the glowing stone high, holding it out in my open palm, not as a weapon, but as a thing returned. We mean no harm, I shouted, my voice raw. We come as petitioners. We bring back the eye. We seek only the path. The stone creature stopped. Its blank face seemed to turn toward the emerald. The furious vibration in the ground lessened. It took one more step, not threatening, but curious. A massive, rocky hand the size of a barrel reached out, not for me, but for the gem. I held my ground, my heart hammering against my ribs. The hand stopped an inch from the stone. The emerald's glow intensified, bathing the creature's form in green light. For a moment, the rock and roots seemed to soften, to show the ghost of something else, a noble, sad visage carved from living stone. Then it faded. The creature lowered its hand. It took a step back, then another. It turned and walked back into the jungle, the heavy footsteps receding until the silence returned. The tension broke. Men slumped, gasping. I lowered my arm, the emerald feeling heavier than ever. You spoke the words, Finnegan said, awe in his voice. You understood. You showed the key and asked permission, not demanded. At that moment, a shaft of pure, silvery light pierced the clearing. The drowned star, the Spaniard's cross, was setting. Its final beam, precise as a laser, struck the groove on the central pillar Finnegan had indicated. The line of light shot out across the clearing, through the trees, and out to sea, pointing a glittering road across the black water. We had our bearing. The path was open. The price, this time, had been respect, not blood. But as we hurried back to the ship, the weight of Vance's laughter still hung in the air. I knew, deep in my bones, that the next guardian would not be so easily satisfied. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more adventures.